James Plays Games.
That's me!
Hey everybody, welcome to James Plays Tony Hawk's Underground 2. First things first, let's address the big green elephant in the room. You can play as Shrek in this game. But we're not going to be playing as Shrek in this game, because you need to unlock Shrek by beating story mode on easy. Doesn't even count if I'm sorry, this all seems very familiar, like I've done this before. You need to unlock Shrek by beating story mode on easy. Doesn't even count if you beat it on normal or sick, it has to be easy. And then, once you do it, you can only use him in classic mode or free skate. So... Okay, yeah, originally I planned to use NES music to replace the soundtrack for this game to avoid copyright claims. I like having a YouTube channel and I want to keep having a YouTube channel. But then I decided I was much happier with no music at all. And, of course, I had to make that decision after I deleted my raw files. But I guess, them's the beans. Now available from stupidity.com. Get your own Them's the Beans t-shirt featuring my famous catchphrase for you to enjoy anytime you want. The shirt also features the iconic Bean Boy.
I'm Bean Boy, and I love you.
So get yours today at stupidity.com. And if you use the coupon code JPG at checkout, nothing will happen because this isn't real. None of this is real. You're in a coma, and this is all just the result of your brain slowly dying. Wake up, please. Wake up. Wake up. So anyway, yeah, I'm redoing this, and let's not dwell on it any longer. Into the game we go.
Did you ever think the last word you were gonna hear would be? Hello, butt nuggets.
Real funny, guys.
What's happening, fellas? In case you're wondering why Bam and I invited you here tonight, let us enlighten you.
World Destruction Tour. Around the world sick as hell skating competition that Tony and I threw together and you jagoffs are gonna compete in.
Whatever.
We're splitting into two teams. I'll be the captain of one team.
And the captain of my team will be... Oh, Bill.
Damn it, Bam! The tire jacks ran right up my...
We're going global, baby. Racking up points for some balls to the wall skating.
And some ridiculous stunts and challenges.
Like that. 50 points if you get someone to hose their pants.
That's sweat. Their pants.
Woo! And 20 bonus points if you think there's luggage in the trunk.
You said a fruit salad, all right?
There's gonna be no cameras, no press, and no crazed fans. Just us embarking on a round-the-world party. Oh, and one more thing. The losing team pays for the entire trip.
Booyah!
You're gonna take your broke ass to the bank.
So if everyone's down with the program, I say it's choosing time. Mike V, you're with me.
Good choice, Birdman.
Only two left. You gotta pick one.
Do I want the noob? Or do I want Paulie, Wheels of Fury Ryan, the 10-year-old skating madman? No more grinding on wood chippers, huh, Paulie?
That's right, baby.
Come on, Bam, make up your mind.
What's there to decide?
Are you serious? You can't decide between me and a kid in a body cast?
You want some of me? Bring it on, bitch!
I like that. He's fired up. This kid's got game. I take Paulie.
You're number one!
Come on, kid. These guys suck. You're with me.
Ladies, let the first annual World Destruction Tour begin!
Yeah, look like my sister.
Before we get rolling, you should cruise by the training area to brush up on your moves. Some of the other fellows are also there to teach some sweet new tricks. Once you're ready to head out, come see me.
Okay, everybody, once again, let's meet Shred. He is Shrek's cool cousin who left the swamp to skateboard in New Jersey. That's how cool he is. And once again, we could just go talk to Tony over there, do one little mission, and be on our way, but this is pretty neat. The recreation of the warehouse. We get to go talk to some skate boys, learn how to do the skate things, and there's also some gaps that we want to get. Take a look at our stats. Everything is at a 3 out of 10. I don't like that. I want to get a little bit beefier. There, that's a bit better. We will be getting these last 4 stat points fairly soon. We'll get these by the end of this level. We'll get the other 2 by the end of the next level. So that's all taken care of. Once again, let's just start off the way we did last time with a manual down the ramp for downward manual. Fly over the half pipe. And now let's go talk to Rodney Mullen.
Hey, let's start out with some basics. Just ollie a few times.
Now, I know that this tutorial isn't aimed at me. You know, I'm a veteran of the games. I like to think I do okay with them. But none of the other 5 Tony Hawk games had a tutorial like this, where you're being taught how to jump.
Time to learn some balance.
So it does feel a little insulting.
Manual through the cones.
Maybe that's just the old man in me who complains about how video games used to be.
Hey, Rodney, you need some help schooling this kid? All right, rookie. Ollie then grind near the rail.
Even though this game is now 15 years old, but fuck me, it's 15 years old. It's almost old enough for me to... No, not making that joke.
Cool.
Big rail.
How to no comply over the taxi.
Okay.
Next, do a boneless over the taxi. You go way higher with a boneless.
Now, there were tutorial-type missions in the last Tony Hawk's Underground, and I'm reminded of them by learning how to do the no-comply and boneless here. There was a mission in the second level of Tony Hawk's Underground 1, and I hated that one too. Partly because it's not a mission, and partly because there was a very horrible character that gave us that mission. At least we can excuse this as being a proper tutorial, right?
Now let's try a trick over a gap. Try kick flipping between these 2 ramps. Hey, nice job. Now go talk to Bob and learn some ramp moves.
Speaking of missions, we are going around from person to person. Somebody gives us a mission, we do it, then we skate around to the next person to get our next objective. That's how it was in the last Tony Hawk's Underground. That's how it was in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. But after this section of the game, it's gonna change to be a little bit similar to the first 3 games.
First, do a lip trick on this quarter pipe. To lip trick, go straight up the quarter pipe and grind at the top. Now grind the top of this quarter pipe. Go up at an angle and grind at the top.
Not really acknowledging the gaps that I'm getting.
Okay, while you're in the air, pull off a melon grab.
You pretty much have to get them if you're doing these missions, so there's nothing to explain really.
Try to land a trick with at least a 360 spin.
Okay, I'll try.
If you ever want to get out of a half pipe or on top of a quarter pipe, just get some air and level out.
Man, remember Elite Speak? Remember replacing letters with numbers? Ugh. And this game's even going like one further with it. That's an upside down 7. That is a 7 that has been turned 180 degrees. That is dedication to some bullshit there.
Okay, since you're getting the hang of it, let's step it up. Transfer from one quarter pipe to the other. Just hit the first quarter pipe at an angle and ollie at the top to make it to the other one.
As I said last time we did this, I'm not going to keep harping on this being a redo, but this bears repeating. They kind of set you up at an angle, and you think, okay, I'll just follow that angle, and I'll just get my speed and jump, and it'll carry me from one quarter pipe to the other. No, you actually do need to correct yourself a little bit more to get the proper distance. Here we are, QP transfer.
Hey, you surprised to find me, are you? Why don't you say we go do a few sticker slaps?
This game really is a time capsule of very dumb stuff. You'll see some more of that in the future as well. But Napster, of all things, being a product placement in this game. This was during that brief period of time where everybody kind of realized that downloading music for free wasn't exactly legal. Metallica taught us that. Thanks, Metallica. And Napster tried to rebrand as being something more legitimate, and nobody gave a crap. And now we have things like iTunes and Spotify and Pandora and Amazon Music and all that stuff. Napster was just ahead of its time. Poor Napster.
If you ever get bored of learning this stuff, take a break and see if you can beat the high score.
So yeah, every level is going to have an arcade machine with a score challenge. We're actually going to hold off on that this time.
Hey man, glad you're on our team.
I got plans.
Check this out. This section of wall is cracked and ready to be broken. All you need to do is sticker slap it. Grind the top of this quarter pipe towards the wall. When you're close to the wall, jump and sticker slap it. Cool! Since you're over there, open the door for us. You see that big bright red button? Wall right over it to activate it.
Yeah, in the world of Tony Hawk, buttons are never, ever to be pressed with your hands. They are all skateboard activated. And yeah, this is pretty cool that they took this level, the very first level that you ever played in a Tony Hawk game, and they expanded on it and gave it just a little something different. Even, I think, the rail system, the sprinklers that are hanging down are a little different. I know that pool wasn't in the original level. The pool meaning the one you skate in, not the one you swim in over here. But don't actually swim in that. That's not meant for swimming. Anyway, it's a cool concept that they kind of reinvented an old level, and it's a darn shame that they didn't further explore this idea with redoing other old levels in a similar fashion.
Now it's time to master the wall. When you're in a wall ride, wally to get more height. Try it here. Approach the wall at an angle, ollie, and wall ride. Then at the top of the wall ride, wally. Let's make it fun. Grind that rail up there after the wally.
Okay, wasn't exactly as fun as he promised it would be. Look at that, upside down 3, another, I mean, that's not even just, that's not a reversed 3. That is another 180 being done there.
Time for that fat ass to go on a diet. Hit him with these tomatoes. To pick him up, just go near the tomato cart.
What I'm laughing at is the fact that Phil Margera is supposed to be walking across the screen, and I got in the absolute perfect placement that I'm blocking him. You can just see him just a little bit there behind me. So that's fun for me. See, Eric Costin made it fun. Bam Margera didn't. This game, they introduced the concept of getting stuff to throw at people. It's very dumb and pointless. I really wonder how Phil Margera felt about all of this stuff. Like, hold on, if I can kind of get a good look at his bump and grind back here. Okay, I think that's just shadow. They didn't actually give him skid marks. God, you shouldn't be that amused by me assaulting this poor man. Wow, okay. There we go. We're going to reload on tomatoes because we do have the stats here that we're going to take care of. We're going to max out our run stat by throwing something at 7 pedestrians in one combo. Or in this case, throwing 7 somethings at 1 pedestrian in one combo. We got Mike V over here, who is not going to disappear after we throw 5 of them. Just go into a manual and start hitting that flip trick button. Oh. There we are. And let's ditch the rest while we're at it. I don't like keeping these on me because they are assigned to the flip trick button, and that can cause some issues when you're trying to do skateboarding in your skateboarding video game.
Alright, time to get off the old board. When off your board, you can quickly jump back into skating. Us old schoolers call this a caveman.
Just like the cavemen did in prehistoric days, jumping on and off of their boards.
Cool. Now let's learn to climb walls and ledges. Now jump up onto the crate, big shot. This last crate is going to require a double jump.
Being able to get off your board and run, jump, climb, all that stuff was introduced in the last Tony Hawk's Underground. And we learned about it pretty quickly at the start of that game. We're just getting to it now.
Now you'll need to do a jump and hang. Get a running start, jump at the edge, and then grab the top of the box when you fall next to it.
Like I said, I'm not trying to be annoyed at the fact that this is a tutorial and I'm choosing to do this, but just the way it's set up, it feels way too basic, way too much assumptions that you've never played a Tony Hawk game before. I really hope this wasn't your first one, anybody.
Yo, get your ass up here. See that ladder? Walk into it to climb it.
Mike V teleported up there, as we've established before in our last Tony Hawk playthrough. Wizards are canon in the Tony Hawk universe.
Walk slowly off this edge. You'll automatically hang from it when you fall.
If you remember, Eric Sparrow is a pyromancer.
Shimmy over to this opening, tough guy.
Mike V might be, let's call him an illusionist. And yeah, using the D-pad, by default, you'll be at a walking pace. If you walk to an edge, you will automatically hang off of it. If you hold down the ollie button, you will go into a running pace. And if you use the analog stick, the further you press that will determine if you're walking or running. Bladers with a Z.
Time for an acid drop. Mike V style.
He teleported again.
Skate to the edge, ollie, and bombs away.
Like we would have seen him come up here. There we go. Back on this side. We're not going to stay on this side.
Now it's time for your first combo. First, go up in that quarter pipe and grind on top of it. Then, at the end of the quarter pipe, jump off and grind that rail. And finally, at the end of the rail, jump off and grind this quarter pipe. Alright, time for the side jump. First, go up this quarter pipe and grind the top of it. And then side jump left onto this rail. Then side jump right to grind on top of this quarter pipe.
Okay. Moving right along with these missions. You'll note that I'm not doing any more gaps just yet. Besides the ones that I went out of my way for at the start, and the ones that I'm being forced to get while doing these missions. And you'll also note that I didn't do the arcade score challenge yet.
Alright, you little jerk. Do a spine transfer over the fun box and into the pool. Alright, now skate up the quarter pipe at an angle and hip transfer.
Big hip transfer there. We got Chad Muska over there again.
Alright, let's tag this place up. Hey, walk up to the blank posters and tag them. Make them look fresh. There are 5 tag spots just like these. Find them and tag them.
Tagging is something that's been added to this game as well because, you know, we're destroying things, we're vandalizing things, we're bad boys. I don't care what you say, I'm proud of that. I'm proud that I made that. Game's not proud that I made that, won't even show at that time. Yeah, you just kind of need to be in the vague vicinity of these tag spots. Also, if you do a tag in a combo, the higher your accumulated score in that combo will determine how big the tag is.
Hey, we need to get your ass back up there and tag that poster. Just hang from the ledge again and tag it.
And they want us to do it the way that we learned, but no, I'm a rebel. Rebel who can't get any air, apparently. Let's try that again. Rebel! There.
Alright, now let's check your skills. If you do a vert wall plant up a quarter pipe right next to a wall, it will give you an extra boost.
And he says that, but he doesn't mean it. Let's try to experiment here. See if we can actually verify what this does and does not do. First off, it's really hard to pull off consistently. Doesn't seem like it works like it should. But there we are. We hit just a regular vert wall plant. No frills. And we got that kind of just below the banner. Now let's do just a boneless up this ramp. No build-up or anything. And let's see if we can get higher than that point. Quite a bit higher, actually. So yeah, let's not futz around with this anymore. Let's just try to get them to work. See, you're not really going up much higher above the sticker when you hit it. It's very weird. It's a very weird addition that they put in this game. Oh, they disappeared on me. I can't even look at them. So yeah, if I ever do one of those ever again, it'll be by accident.
Alright, dirtbag, let's do a real combo. Go up this quarter pipe and do a grab move. On your way down, do a revert when you hit the quarter pipe. After that, go into a manual.
This is like the very first thing you saw me do in this level. It's also really strange that this is separated into 2 different missions. because you talk to Bam, you do the thing, then it finishes the mission. Then you talk to Bam, and
Right on. Did you notice how that special meter was filling up as you did that combo?
he acts like it's all part of the thing he was already talking to you about.
Good. Now the more tricks you do, the faster the meter fills up. Once the meter's full, you can perform special tricks which give you a lot more points. Fill up the special meter, then do a McTwist.
Just try to do that before my meter runs out. There we go.
Hell yeah, do a backflip while you're in the air.
I'm not making the Spider-Man joke again. I'm apparently not doing anything again. There we go.
Alright, not bad, not bad. Now do a roll.
Okay. Get back over here and we do our skitching.
Skitch the forklift for 10 seconds.
I don't necessarily mind skitching because it gives you a lot of points and it's not too difficult to balance. You get a lot of speed to set you up to do some other pretty fun things. Get a lot of air, get a lot of speed, get a lot of spin. It's something that complements your ability to skate. So I like that it's still a thing. Alright, now for the thing that I've been saving here. We need to get a whopping 5,000 points in a minute's time. I thought that maybe it could be fun to make this a little more interesting and see how many gaps I can get in that time as well. So I may not get all of the remaining ones. I'm probably not going to get all of the remaining ones, but we will put in the effort because it's only 5,000 points. First off, beam lip. Do a lip trick on this beam. We're gonna head out over this way, and we're gonna get going up by hitting this rail over here. If I can actually get on the rails, it'll kink up and send us up here for going up. Now we are gonna go around the sprinklers over here onto this light, jump across to that sprinkler pipe over there, through that hole in the wall, and we're gonna land on the other side in a grind. Okay, so we got sprinkler lip. Got other side one. We're gonna side jump, jump, side jump. There we are. So that's not too bad. Actually, since we're right here, we can do the last one as well. Alright. We're gonna grind up onto the sprinkler system over here. We're gonna jump onto this sprinkler system. It's gonna wrap around the wall there and send us up through another hole. And we're gonna land in a grind on the other side. Let's build up a little bit. Nope, not enough height at that angle. There we go. And there we got other side too. Then we're gonna get recessed transfer here. Quarter pipe to quarter pipe behind the quarter pipe that's sticking out. We're gonna get, I think, rail pop. Now we'll get pool to pool for grinding from one ledge of one kind of pool to the ledge of the other kind of pool. Hop back in here, get high wire for doing a lip trick. Oh, overshot it a bit. There we are. Lip trick onto the rail there. And get big old lip for doing a lip trick on the sprinkler over here. Then we've got to get on top of the sprinklers above this section here. And that's upper rail. And I think that's everything but one gap. Let's go ahead and do a check. See if my memory is working for me. Yep, we just have this last one. The holy grind. This is a callback to probably the hardest gap to do in the very first Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, where you had to grind all along this back quarter pipe, all the way around, back when the game was a little bit closer in realistic physics, when you didn't have a balance meter to help you gauge if you were going to make it or not. So we are going to go ahead and go around. And we're going to go a little bit farther than you did in the original incarnation of this level, because now we have this whole other section. So you got to make it through the hole over to this quarter pipe. And that's it. We did all the gaps, we did all the missions, we had a little fun with it. Now we can just do the final mission with Tony.
You ready to head out, huh? I want you to try one thing before we leave. Get special, then enter a combo. After you start the combo, you can get focus control.
So focus control is slow-mo. It helps you maneuver a little bit better, helps you maintain your balance a little bit easier. You will have seen me do quite a bit of that when I get my stats. But for normal gameplay, it does not really offer much, because this game in general is a bit too easy. In a harder game, let's say a more challenging game, it would be nicer. But that's it. We are done with the tutorial. So next time, I will see you in the first proper level of the game. Alright? Alright. Love ya. Mwah. Bye-bye.